There's a bit of controversy at the moment about what a Chishi's literal meaning is. Back in the day, in the early 70s, I was in your yogi dojo under Master Morio Higuana. And when we asked what a Chishi meant, we were told it's a power stone, a strength stone. And as we got to know a little bit of Japanese, we found that chikara means strength. So naturally, we thought that they'd taken the chi from chikara and put it with ishi, which means stone. So Chishi, oh, well, that sounds great, doesn't it? It's very believable. So when we'd finished in Japan, we came out into the world, taught karate, and told our students that it was called a strength stone. Well, technically, it is a strengthening stone. It strengthens the shoulders, the tendons, the breathing, the grip. So technically, it's a strength stone. But literally, it means hammer stone. And it's not a Japanese word. It's a Chinese one. If you ask Google what in Chinese a hammer stone is pronounced like, it will say Chishi. Chui-shi, shi meaning stone, chui meaning hammer, Chishi. And it's not a far fetch of the mind to think that back in the old days, hammers were made from stone and not metal. And the Chinese and Okinawans, they didn't have gyms to go to strengthen the body. They just looked around in the environment and found stuff that they could utilize. For example, small rocks, boulders. They'd pick them up with two hands and do various exercises with them. For example, nigiri kame. That's an earthenware vessel which was used for storing alcohol or dried food. And they would empty it out, put a little bit of gravel in if they needed some extra weight, and they would grip the top of the vase so that they could do some exercises with it. Sashi is a stone weight for the hands, so it would be a smaller stone that you could hold out or swing it around and do various exercises that you made up. Once concrete came on the scene, we got to mould things, so the chishis became round and there wasn't used as a hammer anymore, and the sashi would have a little handle. But before that, it was just rocks. So it's not a far stretch of the mind to realise that every household had a hammer. I mean, everybody's got a hammer today, haven't they? It's a very handy tool. So they would have a stone hammer, they would pick up the stone hammer and work out some exercises with it. I say hammer because some people have realised that it's not called a strength stone, literally these days, and they are calling it a mallet stone. Now, a mallet is not a hammer. A mallet is a wooden hammer. It's used a lot when you don't want to damage the surface of something that you're going to hit. Nowadays we have rubber hammers, but remember, way back they only had wood. So it's not a wooden mallet, it's a hammer stone. Go and Google it, don't just take my word for it. There's one of my students, a long-term student, Joanne Bird, Sensei Joanne Bird. She's written an article and it's on her Facebook. I think the link's below or above. You'll find it, and go and have a little read. And it talks about the pitfalls of studying kanji. Kanji has many meanings. Japanese kanji has many meanings, and if you get the wrong meaning, you can go sidetrack somewhere else and not really get what you're looking for. What do they say? A little knowledge is dangerous. So have a look. It's a good read. Another confirmation for me that it is from China is that when you see Chishi written in text, it's always in katakana. Now, katakana is a writing that the Japanese had to make because once they were associated with foreigners and new words came into their system like knife fork, automobile. They didn't have a kanji to cover those words, so they made katakana. So when you see the written text of Chishi, it's always written in katakana. So Chuishi, Chuishi. Stay strong, train rigorously, and use the Chuishi